Well, hello there folks, it's another week. You know what that means? It's another brand new video. So, in today's video guys, I'm going to be reviewing my first Bowmore. I'm going to be using my typical little sample because I haven't actually bought this bottle yet, so I'm going to use the little sample as I normally do to try and figure out whether this bottle is worth me spending my hard-earned money on. So without any further ado, I'm just going to pour this Bowmore and I'll give you a little bit of nose, a little bit of taste, how it is on the finish, and I'll let you know whether I'm actually going to purchase it or not. So, what do we know about Bowmore? With Bowmore, the only thing I can really find of any interest with Bowmore is that it's the oldest distillery on Islay, which, to be fair, is actually quite interesting. So let's nose it, see how we get on. This is 43% ABV. It does have colour and it is chill filtered. It is classed as the Bowmore Darkest. I don't know why they give it Darkest as a title. I think it's down to branding and packaging, all the old marketing jargon, because I say it is coloured, so it's not natural this way. It's made from a ex-bourbon and it's finished in ex-sherry casks. Can't find anything with the kind of mix of how much is what and how much is bourbon and how much is sherry. But if anyone knows, just put them in the comments down below. So without any further ado guys, on the nose. It's smoky. It's got that sherry sweetness. Got some chocolate. And there's actually a big raisin note coming in, so it's quite raisiny. Bit of ginger spice. And it's a bit salty. So on the nose guys, it's quite nice. Let's try it on the palate. Slange. On the arrival guys, it's quite soft. Got some wood smoke up front. It's more like a bonfire smoke. It's quite ashy, a little bit. It's like a cigar ash. As it goes through the development, it's getting a little bit fruity. Picking up some apricot and peach. Ginger spice is still there. And it's taken, as it develops, it's taken a bit of a herbal note. It's gone quite herbal. Still smoky, as you would expect from Bowmore, as Bowmore do a lot of smoke. And in the background guys, I'm getting some vanilla and some toffee. Let's try some more. As you can probably tell from my demeanour guys, I'm not quite getting this one. This is actually, it's quite disappointing. I was expecting more. On the mouthfeel, it's actually quite thin. I was expecting a bit more maturity from a 15-year-old, particularly from Bowmore. It actually tastes like a 10-year-old. So there's no intensity. It's actually very, very smooth, but it's not giving a lot. Yeah, it's quite disappointing, guys. As regards with Bowmore bottles lately, I think it's living on a past reputation. I think and if you've got some really old, I've had some really old Bowmores in the past that have been wonderful, wonderful whiskies. I think lately, over the last few years, the distillery has been bought a number of times, and its current owner is Beam Suntory. So I think a lot of it's marketing, I think a lot of it's volume driven. As I say, it has the 4 stills at Bowmore. It's got the 2 wash stills and 2 spirit stills. And it's got a capacity of about 1.7 million litres, so it produces a lot of whiskey. But I don't think they're doing it for the right reasons. I think it's just to fit the mass markets. I think it's to the people who are buying this, maybe gifting, who are not into whiskey, are buying a gift, and the name Bowmore has a big name, so I think that's what's selling it. I think the whiskey over the last few years has been disappointing from Bowmore. So I'm just a little disappointed, guys. I hope it's not showing. I'm just now looking forward to my next review, and I'm going to make sure I do something nice in the next one. As I say, this is the first time I've had a disappointing whiskey in my reviews, so but that's the luck you take when you just buy a sample and you try it from the sample. Let's do a little bit of finish and then I'll conclude. There is no finish, guys. It's probably the shortest finish that I've had from a whiskey in a long, long time. I actually think it's quite disappointing for the fact I think the chill filtering is having a real negative effect on this whiskey. I'm not too fussed about the colouring, but the chill filtering seems to be doing. There's no mouthfeel, it's very light, it's very soft, it's very... This would be great for someone getting into smoky whiskey for the first time, but that's about it. But for somebody who really likes their whiskey and is into their whiskey and is looking for these kind of power bombs and big whiskies, this Bowmore 15 is not one of them. So, the downside for me, guys, and again, this is just my opinion. If you've had the Bowmore 15 and you've enjoyed it, drop me a comment. If you agree with me, you disagree with me. Just while we're on that subject to the comments, guys, if you haven't subscribed, then please think of considering hitting that button down below, that subscribe button. Maybe clicking the bell for future notifications. Drop a comment. I like to read the comments. I try to answer all the comments. But again, I'm just a little bit underwhelmed by this Bowmore, and I don't think I'll be buying one. In actual fact, I don't think I'll be looking at Bowmore for any time soon, unless someone can drop me a comment with something that's worth looking into, and I'll certainly have a look at that. But until next time, guys, it's been a pleasure. I'm the whiskey friend, Alan, and just remember, folks, as always, the pleasure is in the sharing. Slàinte.